Hello everyone, myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I will explain you about variance and standard deviation from the subject of probability and statistics. In the last session I had explained you about independent random variables and expectation or mean value of any random variable. Now what is the variance and standard deviation? So we will starting from the variance. The definition of variance is a measure of how spread out the distribution of a random variable is known as variance. So if the distribution of a random variable is more spreaded, then it is considered as high variance, and if it will be less spreaded, then it is low variance. Now if we are writing the equation of variance, then variance of x equals to expected value E of x minus mu whole square. Now in this, mu means mean value of this random variable. Now the next definition is standard deviation. The positive square root of variance is known as standard deviation. So when we will take the under root of this variance, then it will gives you the standard deviation. The notation of standard deviation is sigma x. So the value of sigma x equals to under root of this variance of x equals to under root of E minus x minus mu whole square. If the value tends to be concentrated near the mean, the variance is small, while if the value tends to distributed far from the mean, then the variance is large. Now what is the meaning of this sentence? If we are considering mean means average value, so it will be on the center of the distribution, right? So when it will move from this mean means average value, if we will move from this, then the value will be deviate, and because of this the variance means change in the random variable will increases. So if we are taking mean value, so near to the mean value the variance will be small, means the change will be small because it is near to the mean. If it will goes far from the mean, then the variance will increase. So the value of variance is large for the far values. So if we will representing it in terms of graph, then it will representing like this. If we will taking this center value as the mean value, then if it goes far from this, then because of that the large variance will occur, and if it is near to this, then it has a small value of the variance, means the change is small. Now there are some basic theorems on the variance. The first theorem is sigma square equals to E of x minus mu square equals to E of x square minus mu square. Now in this, mu means we had considered it as a mean value, so mu equals to E of x. So instead of this mu we will write down E of x. So this value will representing as E of x square minus E of x whole square. Now the next theorem is, if we are taking c as any constant, then variance of cx equals to c square variance of x, because in this variance we are taking the square value of any term, right? So the random for this constant, its square value will remain in terms of square, and variance will be as it is as variance of x. Now the next theorem is the quantity E of x minus a whole square is the minimum when we are taking a equals to mu equals to E of x. Now what is the meaning of this? If we are taking mean value, so the deviation from the mean value will be low. So this quantity will be considered as a minimum value because we are taking near to the mean value or on the mean value. If x and y are independent random variable, then we can write down like this: variance of x plus y equals to variance of x plus variance of y. It means if we are taking independent random variable, then individual variance of x and y will gives you the summation of this will gives you the total variance of this x plus y. It will also representing in terms of its notation like sigma x plus y square equals to sigma x square plus sigma y square. Similarly, if we are taking variance of x minus y, then it will gives you variance of x plus variance of y, or it will be representing in terms of symbolic form as sigma x minus y square equals to sigma x square plus sigma y square. Now here we have taken plus. Why we have taken plus? Because over here it is minus, even though we have taken plus, because the variance value will be in terms of square value. So minus y square will convert in terms of plus. So over here we will taking plus values. Now this variance and standard deviation can be well defined by using some examples. The first example is find the variance and standard deviation of the random variable of the density function of a random variable x is given by f of x equals to 1 by 2x for the value of x in between 0 to 2 and 0 for otherwise. So to find out variance and standard deviation, we will start from the mean value of this random variable. So first of all we will finding mean value of this random variable. In the last session I had explained you how to find mean value, right? So we will starting from this. If you want to find out mean value will be representing by mu, or it will be representing by x. Expected value of x means e of x equals to integration over minus infinite to infinite x f of x dx, right? Now if we are solving this, then integration minus infinite to infinite, we have to put the value of f of x from this. What is the value of f of x? F of x equals to 1 by 2x. So this minus infinite to infinite range will convert into this part. Like suppose if I am taking minus infinite to infinite, right? You had given the value of f of x in this range only for 0 to 2. So I will representing 0 to 2. So there will be 3 parts, 1, 2 and 3. 3 parts. For minus infinite to 0, this function equals to 0. For 2 to infinite also this function is considered as 0, because for this range only it has some value, right? So for this range only it has some value, otherwise its value equals to 0. So 0 plus something plus 0, it will gives you this answer. Suppose if I am taking 5, then 0 plus 5 plus 0, it will gives you the answer as 5. Similarly, instead of 5 we have to take this f of x. So 0 plus f of x plus 0, it will gives you the answer as f of x, but only for this range, and the range will consider as 0 to 2. So this range will convert in terms of 0 to 2. So the next step will be written like this. This range will convert into 0 to 2. So I will write like 0 to 2 x into f of x. F of x, instead of f of x we will write 1 by 2 x. dx will be as it is. Now this 1 by 2 is constant, so it will be outside of this integration. 0 to 2 x into x means x square dx. Now if we will integrating this part, 1 by 2 will remain as it is, x square will convert in terms of x cube by 3, the range will be 0 to 2. Now 1 by 2 will be as it is, 2 will be put over here, so 2 cube minus 0 cube, it will remain 2 cube, divide by 3. 2 will be cancelled out, so over here 2 square means 4 and divide by 3. So the mean value of this term equals to 4 by 3. We had find this mean value to find out the variance and standard deviation. So now we will finding variance and then we will find standard deviation. So next I will finding the value of variance. It will be representing as variance of x. And if we want to find out variance of x, it will representing as sigma square. So its value equals to expected value of x minus mu square. We had find mu square, value of mu equals to 4 by 3, right? So I will write down this as expected value of x minus 4 by 3 whole square. Now if you want to find out the value of this expected value, you can see that integration over minus infinite to infinite x minus 4 by 3 square f of x dx, right? This is the equation for this. Now if we will putting the value of f of x, so the value of f of x is for 0 to 2, its value is 1 by 2 x, right? So the range will change. For 0 to 2, the value of f of x will becomes x by 2, and this term will remain as it is, x minus 4 by 3 square dx. Now if we are simplifying this term, 1 by 2 is constant, so it will be outside of this integration, and this part will becomes x, and square of this will convert in terms of this x square minus 2 times this, means 8 by 3x plus this part square, 4 square 16, 3 square 9 dx. Now in this I will multiply this factor by x, then this term will becomes x cube minus 8 by 3 x square plus 16 by 9 x. And when we will integrating this part, it will gives you the answer as 2 by 9. So the overall answer of this variance of x equals to 2 by 9. Now we want to find out the value of standard deviation. Now what is the definition of standard deviation? Standard deviation means it's a root of variance. It means under root of sigma square, so it will gives you the root of this value, means under root of 2 by 9. So its value is under root 2 divided by under root 9 means 3. So this is your final answer for the standard deviation. Now the next example is check whether the function f of x equals to mod of x for the range of x in between minus 1 to 1 and 0 for otherwise this function is a probability density function or not. If yes, find mean and variance of this function. So starting with to find out whether the given function is probability density function or not. So what is the condition for this? The condition for this is we have to integrate the f of x with respect to x for the entire range minus infinite to infinite, and if the value of this equals to 1, then we can say that this function is probability density function. So this is your basic condition to fulfill any function to be a probability density function. So we will starting from this part and we will derive answer of it equals to 1. If the answer is 1, then it is probability density function, and then we have to find out its mean and variance. Otherwise it is not a probability density function. So we will starting from minus infinite to infinite f of x dx. Now for this whole range will convert minus infinite to infinite, right? This range will convert in terms of this term is minus 1 to 1. So over here I will write minus 1 to plus 1. So this whole range will convert in 3 parts. The first one, the second and this third part. So for minus 1 to 1 range only, it has some function f of x. Otherwise its value equals to 0 and 0. So we will remove this part as well as this part. So it will gives you the answer of this part only. So the range will convert in form of minus 1 to 1. So we are converting this term as the range will converting in between minus 1 to 1, and in this range the function f of x equals to mod of x. So I will put over here as mod of x dx. Now if we will finding this value, as you know that mod of x, it means it is considered as the even function, so we can write down this factor as 2 times the positive range, means 0 to 1 of x dx. Now if I will integrating this part, then this 2 will be remain as it is. Integration of x equals to x square by 2 and the range is 0 to 1. Now if I am putting the value of this, so higher range means 1, 1 square means 1 minus lower range means 0, 0 square equals to 0. Divide by 2. So this term will becomes 1 minus 0 by 2, it means 1 by 2. So 2 will be cancelled out, so it will gives you the answer as 1. So answer equals to 1. So we can say that this function is a probability density function. Right. Now this is the probability density function. So now we have to find out the mean and variance of this function. So how will finding the mean value of this? If we want to find out mean value, then it will representing as a mu and its value equals to e of x, means expected value of random variable x, and its value equals to integration over minus infinite to infinite x f of x dx, right? Now in this we will put the value of f of x. The value of f of x equals to mod of x for the range minus 1 to 1. So this integration range will change minus 1 to 1. X will remain as it is and dx will remain as it is. Now from this you can say that the value of x, this x random variable is odd part, because if we are taking x instead of x, if we are taking minus 1, then the value will be minus 1. If we are taking 1, then the value is 1. This mode of x is even function, because if we are putting minus 1 or 1 in this, the answer will remain same. So x is odd function and even equals to mod x is a even function. So multiplication of this two term will gives you the odd function. And as you know that for this odd function, this integration will equals to 0. So the value of mean equals to 0. Now we want to find out the value of variance. If we want to find out variance, it will be representing in terms of variance of x, and its value equals to e of x square minus e of x whole square, right? Now e of x means mean value, its value equals to 0. So over here we will put in the value of 0. So 0 square equals to 0. So this part will be removed. And what is the value of e of x square? E of x square means integration over minus infinite to infinite x square. Over here the value is x square, so we have to take x square f of x dx. This value is 0. Now in this we will put the value of f of x. The value of f of x equals to mod of x. For the range minus 1 to 1, x square will remain as it is and dx will be as it is. Now you can see that mod of x is a even function. Similarly x square is also even function, because if we are putting x equals to minus 1 or 1, x square will gives you the same answer as 1. So this one is even and this one is even. So even number into even number and integration of it equals to 2 times of this function. So we will take 2 times of 0 to 1 x cube dx. So if we will integrating this part, it will gives you x cube, integration of x cube equals to x raised to 4 by 4, 0 to 1. And if we are simplifying this term, 1 raised to 4 means 1. So and minus 0, 1 minus 0 means 1 by 4. 2 into 1 by 4 means its value is 1 by 2. So this is your final answer of variance. So this way we can find out the value of variance. And now for the same example, if you want to ask that, if you had asked that find the value of standard deviation, then take the under root of this value, so it will gives you the standard deviation. Thank you.